girl who self-silences herself is a girl who's shoving socks down her throat and no one can hear her. And you guys are the ones who are in relationships where you are suffering and letting things just happen and life pass you by. Or you have your hand literally stitched over your mouth because you don't want to speak up.
And in today's video, we are going to show you how being a self-silencer affects not only your relationships and your whole life, but your physical health. And we're going to tell you how you're going to break the cycle. So let's get into it.
So a lot of people don't realize self-silencing is actually involved with being a nice girl. This is a socially conditioned thing that has impacted women's lives all over the world. They have created the trope that being the nice girl is a girl who isn't disruptive. She's agreeable. She doesn't want to cause problems. And they have created this stereotype where you're the one that is going to get everything when you act like that.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
And I'm sure you guys all know someone like this. You know what's even crazy? I saw this TikTok of this girl telling a story about how this guy takes her on a date and she's confused when he brought her to basically the Mexican version of McDonald's on the date. And she's sitting there saying she's perplexed to us on camera. But then she got more shocked because he made her pay for the food. They ordered everything at the counter and she couldn't believe that he was like, oh, you gonna get this? Even the person who was giving the food was shocked. So tell me how she's shocked. She's shocked. The cashier's shocked. She's displaying this to us in a video about how messed up she thinks it is. And in the moment, what did she do? Pull out her wallet and pay. She didn't say anything. She didn't say, why would you think that I'm going to pay for this day after everything today? She said none of that. But this is my issue. The self-silencer is your top complainer. She's your friend that comes and has everything to say about her friend, her roommate disrespecting her, her coworkers not caring about her, and she has never spoke up about it once.
Guys, it can literally ruin your life to not speak up physically, emotionally. You can end up in the hospital and die.
Exactly. Every time you're not at ease and you be quiet, that's disease festering in your body.
I did a bit of research. Let me tell y'all. Research from the University of Pittsburgh found that women who self-silence in relationships were more likely to have plaque buildup in their arteries, increasing heart disease risk.
I did not expect that. I thought you were going to say plaque in their mouth, which is disgusting.
No,
but in your arteries.
You're accumulating potential to have a heart attack because you didn't speak up.
And you guys are like, ain't no way. Yes, way. Yes, way.
Also, studies showed emotional suppression showed higher cortisol levels, disrupted sleep, weakened immunity, and even hormonal imbalance. You think about how a lot of us women lately, I think the rise of PCOS is really interesting. And I do think it's because society has created a state for women to not be able to be expressive. They have to shut up. They have to just work, put their head down. I think a lot of that all ties in with these things.
It's creating dis-ease, which is creating disease.
And the girlies who are like, no, when I'm at a nail salon, I can't tell her that the nail is bad. That's another moment. You think it's cute and quirky? No, you're literally adding more knobs on your belt towards death, literally. Because you guys are the ones who are going to be like, I have anxiety, I have depression, I have this, because you're not speaking up. It adds to those mental illnesses, guys.
Self-silencing comes in many different forms. You could be the girl who self-silences at work. You're not doing something wrong and maybe your boss is constantly on you. You don't say anything. That is self-silencing.
Yep.
If a coworker does something inappropriate to make you uncomfortable, that literally it's inappropriate. You could tell any person and they're like, what?
Yeah.
But you will go back to work every day and never say a word because the idea of disrupting the peace or somehow causing a stir, because also nothing's gonna happen, by the way, but this is what your brain's telling you. And I'm not gonna get on you. You're not
crazy.
You're not crazy.
It happens to me where I also know dynamics are at play. So for example, at work, sometimes creating that disruption can quite literally affect maybe a team. So sometimes you feel like, oh my God, I can't say anything. But you need to also think, how can I insert my boundaries as best as I can? Okay? Because sometimes you do have to play a certain game. It is true.
It is true. But at what cost? Never at the cost of yourself.
Yeah,
never.
Not to a point where it's gonna literally affect your life, but if you can maneuver in a way where you can make sure your boundaries are being set and that person knows you're not to be fucked with, that's what's important. that whoever is you're being targeted knows that, like, who's targeting you in a certain way knows you're not playing games.
Yeah,
period.
and that goes for work relationships, friendships, and romantic relationships. And romantic relationships is where you guys are unfortunately doing it like the most. You'll be living with someone and you can go to your friend and list everything wrong. And you can also tell us how you aren't going to bring this up.
But I just
later.
find it weird. A lot of y'all will nod and smile, though, in the person's face. How does that make any sense? You are not happy. I don't smile when I'm not happy. And you know what's
That is
funny?
self-silencing, though. It's also, I feel like, not just verbal. It's emotional.
Yeah, I realize I'm not going to lie. I'm still a girl. And, like, when I'm in professional settings, you're not allowed to really start tweaking. It's actually unprofessional to do that. So you do have to sometimes react in a feminine way that still portrays what you feel while still remaining professional.
We are also not just going to tell you all this. We're going to tell you a couple things that you can do to fix this problem. Now, what does it mean to react in a feminine way?
Well, first things first, think about it. Like, I forgot to mention you guys how your throat chakra, y'all are fucked.
Oh.
It's fucked. If any of you guys are out here not speaking, your chakra this is not good. They say if you have sore throat a lot, if you lose your voice a lot, these are signs that your throat chakra has been fucked with because you've been suppressing emotions. So these are all things that are all involved with that. So you need to let out somehow. And the way I do it when I'm at work and I want to come off professional
and
example, and feminine, because it's important. You don't have to turn into a buff man to get your point across and flip a table. We can still be girly but get our point across. Like, for example, when I'm upset, I'm like, okay, cool. And immediately my face changes. I stiffen. The warmth that I radiate as a person died. Flame killed. You see that?
Yeah.
I take my energy. I'm like.
So I want to say this. That is the key. As a woman, as you have the right to take back your energy whenever you want.
You just rip it like a chain.
Yes, literally like freaking T.I. in that movie.
Yeah.
The problem is a lot of girls feel like they're not allowed. Like, once I have given someone like any type of like niceness, any like la 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 la, you feel like forever you have to keep giving that. So they could walk up and be like, yo, what up, dumbass? And you smile.
Yeah, and I come take all the clothes of niceness, I put it in her bag.
I'm like, yeah, there's your dumbass. There's your dumbass. Yeah.
Bye.
You guys can take back your energy. I'm not saying you gotta get buck with people like you're on baddies and be like, hey, don't say that to me. It's more like if someone says, if this did happen,
party's over.
I would look at this person, don't call me a dumbass.
Yeah, for example, that literally when I was at work, I had a manager literally say, you're a moron. Like, you guys are morons. And I didn't care whether he was joking or not. That is unacceptable. I will never be called a moron because I asked for help. That's what smart people do. They ask for help. Fuck you. Okay?
Exactly.
So I said, I literally bent eye level to him because he was fixing whatever I asked for help was. Mind you, it's a European plug. I don't know shit about European plugs. Anyway, he's fixing it. I said, who do you think is a moron? Who are you calling a moron?
Where the fuck you even come from, bitch? Who are you? Who?
And I said it calmly. I am very smart. Did I yell? Did I raise my voice? But point still got across, regardless. And guess what? He was stunned, couldn't speak. He literally put his head down.
Now who's silent? Now who's silent?
Were you silenced?
Were you silent or were you silenced?
Yeah.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
And ever since that day, literally not even 5 minutes after, he's like, yes, okay. Like, very much like, yes, ma'am. Okay. Like, acting like it didn't even happen the way I threatened him. I threatened my manager and he literally acted like,
and you want to know why? And you since then has shown her more respect. And do you want to know why? Because the point of this Nice Girl series is to turn you into the hot girl that our Hot Girl series is about.
You got to be a little bit of a bitch and not give a fuck
because
what people think.
You lay down a boundary and you were not playing games and you didn't have to yell, and that's hot. Now, if you are being told like, hey, what up, dumbass? And I get to like ruffle your hair like you're a little boy and you're gonna like and you're like, oh my God. He goes home like, this dummy, this girl I can do whatever with.
Literally, he's like,
this
what am I
rag
gonna
doll.
touch tomorrow?
Meanwhile, your friend who's like a hot girl right next to you, he can't even make eye contact with her because
terrified because he
could
knows
never.
I will take his arm and twist it. He knows.
He could never pull up on me like he's pulling up on you, like you're his little rascal. Yeah, okay.
For example, I had a trifling ass gay guy at my job doing crazy shit. And I said, you know what? Now, if you're going to treat me like this, cool. I will be cordial because I'm a professional lady. It always comes first, okay? But regardless, now if you hear banter jokes, things, inside jokes, that is
You're not
closed.
a part of it.
Party closed. Every time
The
you
door
come
is
around,
shut.
Bye-bye, honey.
Bye.
the door shuts. You're going to be confused.
So you guys need to understand, being the girl that like vibes with this person, hangs out with this person, and then talks shit at home makes you a fake ass bitch and a nice girl. Because a nice girl in our version isn't actually nice. You're just a doormat who's in this scenario
they can two-step on you, and it's like,
and in this scenario you're also the bitch, because I've since high school, I hate when people say, oh, I'm just pretending, like in elementary,
You're just a fake
I'm
whore.
pretending to be this person's friend. You're only pretending because you are too silent to tell this person how you feel. You rather literally shove multiple socks in your mouth, hang out with them every day, than tell them you don't like them.
like
That is crazy.
And then go to other people going, no,
You're a weird ass. You're weird.
Because like, I'm the type of person, you finna know I don't like you.
I don't have to say I don't like you.
You know
I will
about my
never.
energy because I don't give it to you anymore. Now it's like, oh, hi, bye, how are you? Hi,
Exactly.
man. Are you okay? Okay.
Y'all need to listen to our podcast, because when I tell you, we have all different stories of different scenarios that are crazy, and we tell you how we handle them.
How I
Like,
talk back, I don't give a shit.
you
Talk
need to
back.
get into it. Mind you, we will be making a video on the art of talking back. Don't worry, baby, we got you. But the point is, when it comes to like authority specifically, because I feel like a lot of girls struggle with that. Even at the goddamn restaurant, you're not gonna send back a wrong order because you don't want to upset your waiter. Doesn't make any sense at all.
Why is a waiter upset that you came in to pay them to be served, that you don't like something? Guess what the word serving means?
To serve you. But nice
you're
girls,
saying no.
nice girls don't like to receive. So that's a whole other video.
My point is, if you're a true hot girl, she is authentic. She is a person that will meld with what's happening around her. So if the vibe is bad, she finna act bad.
Exactly.
She don't give a damn. When the vibe's good, it's a fucking party.
It's
Turn
a
up with
party.
her.
It's a party.
lit
Get
in this bitch.
down.
But once things get serious, it's done. And with the girl, that is authenticity. The nice girl is inauthentic,
And agreeable.
and agreeable is nasty and
Dirty.
trashy.
If you guys want to break the cycle on being a nice girl and stop being a basic doormat, annoying ass loser girly, make sure to subscribe, baby girl, because we are making this a series. And every week we're going to come with a new video and a new issue y'all have, and we're going to tell you exactly how you're going to fix it.
Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.